Yo, 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 what's up, people? We is back. Another day on Keep It G News. And they be talking about Young Thug, YSL, RICO trial. Because a lot of people is wondering, when is this trial going to start? I know I am. Now, me personally, I don't think it is going to start. I think eventually they're going to either throw this case out, or they're going to offer Thug like a 5-year plea. He going to take it and he going to walk away, I think that's how it's going to go, straight up. But in this video, we got a few things to address. Now, the title of this video is Young Thug Snitched on a Body. In a murder case. I don't know. Shit, where that come from? So we're going to get into that. And I also want to talk about another thing. Talk about this, his lawyers put in a motion to have certain charges thrown out due to statute of limitations. Now I'm going to talk about that too. But before we get into the statute of limitation portion of the video, we got to talk about this case Thug posed a toll on. Rap star Young Thug is seeking to prevent a detective and other witnesses from testifying that he gave info on a murder. Embattled rap star Young Thug has filed a motion to suppress evidence prosecutors wish to introduce in his upcoming trial. The rapper, charged with several counts related to a racketeering case, asserts that the prosecution and its witnesses may wrongly claim that he provided information on the undisclosed murder case. Young Thug's motion centers on the claim that he was placed in the back of a police car and gave information about a murder to an officer identified as Detective Quinn. The prosecution and some of its witnesses, including but not limited to Detective Quinn, may wrongly state that Mr. Jeffrey Williams was in the back of a police car at some point and gave information on a murder case. Same is untrue, Young Thug's lawyer Brian Steele declared. His legal team argues that this assertion is inaccurate and irrelevant to the trial, putting Young Thug's character into question. Thug's attorney argues that the presumed interaction with law enforcement supposedly occurred when the rapper was young. And while the prosecution has voiced concerns about the witness intimidation, Young Thug's team claims that the prosecutors are engaging in such tactics. His legal team insists that the witnesses have been pressured by the prosecution and are reluctant to testify truthfully at the trial. They argue that no witness can testify to inadmissible evidence or speculate about other individuals' demeanor or reason for not participating in the case. Young Thug's legal issue stems from his indictment of conspiracy to violate Georgia's RICO Act and participation in a criminal street gang in May of 2022. Prosecutors later added 6 felony charges in August of 2022, alleging that Young Thug's YSL records served as a front for the dangerous street gang. Over 2 dozen YSL members, including rapper Gunna, were indicted for racketeering. 8 members, including Gunna, have taken plea deals. Now, they don't specify what the murder case was, to be honest. And we saying this in YNW Melly case as well, where they don't really have a strong case, y'all. YSL case is not strong as the state is trying to make people to believe. It ain't that strong. So what they doing is trying to assassinate his character in the public. That way, if you assassinate his character in the public, he's going to have less support from the people. You understand? And support is major when you're dealing with these type of trials. So this is all that's really about. Now, did Young Thug really tell about a murder? Who knows? But I'm going to tell you this. Any statements given in a police car is inadmissible. You cannot use it in court because more than likely they didn't even give him his Miranda rights first, and that's the right to remain silent. Now, in the movies, when they lock people up, they say it right then and there. But depending on what this arrest was about and how they arrested him, they normally don't tell you your Miranda rights until actually they got you inside of the precinct or inside of the interrogation room. That's normally when they do it. So even if he did say something, which we don't know if it's true or not, because if he told on the case, why ain't nobody arrested? Why Young Thug's name not in nobody's paperwork? Because I'm sure it would have been. You talking about, they said this happened when he was young, so I don't know if he had this type of stash that he got now. If I'm not mistaken, Young Thug did do a bid before, I think like 2 years or something like that. You understand? But if his name was in paperwork, they would have produced it. I'm sure they would have produced it. So this statement that he allegedly made is really inadmissible. It's really nonsense. It's just the state is trying to make this man out to look like a snitch so he can lose favor with the people. And that's really all it's about, like I said before. But like I told y'all, telling to police is not going to help you anyway. The police don't give you deals. The police can't cut your time. The police can't do none of that. Neither can the detectives. It all got to be done by the state's attorney or whoever prosecuting the case. So if he didn't give statements to the prosecutor, what are we talking about here? Now let's talk about these charges being dropped. Now from what I understand, Young Thug lawyer is trying to get some charges thrown out due to statute of limitation. And a lot of people are saying, yo, Young Thug might be coming home. You know, these cases getting dropped. But I'm going to sit here and tell you boldly that I seriously doubt if the judge throw out these charges due to statute of limitations. Straight up, yo. Now, we know it's laws of the land and these things that they are supposed to do. But we also got to factor in loopholes. And most of what we saying now is just pre-trial motions, yo. Normally before a trial begin, you're going to have all these type of motions. Motions from to get the case thrown out. You know, try to get charges thrown out. Even have motions during trial, like we saying with Melly case, a motion for mistrial. And basically all of these motions are for the case in case he get found guilty and then he can come back on the appeal. That's all it's about. It's not really nothing to really take too serious, y'all. You know, I gotta keep it real with y'all, because a lot of these guys speaking on cases, they never had a murder case. They never been through these type of situations. You understand? So they really just be talking. I'm speaking from experience. You feel me? And a lot of these motions is just par for the course. It's things that they gotta do. You know, just so the lawyers and the prosecution got all their I's and cross all their T's. That's all it's about. But let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. Do y'all think Young Thug told on the case? And if he did, shit, where the paperwork at? But like I told y'all, I don't think he actually told. And if he did, it's not admissible. It's nothing that can be used against him or anybody else. Because more than likely, Miranda rights wasn't given at the time. So anything said before then, it's like it wasn't said at all. But let me know how y'all feel about it in the comments. This is Keep It G News. Subscribe to the channel. Support the movement. And
you be dreaming about your dreams. I be living out my nightmares. I be missing out in bed. The other night she was right there. I be lurking with my bros. I be crying with my mom.